Hello, welcome to my new podcast, Road to Paris. Kenyan runners and their attempt to put themselves on the map again in these Olympics of 2024. I will look at, first of all, the history of Kenyan Olympiads, specifically from the Seoul Olympics in 1988. And that's where my interest begins, my curiosity of Kenyan runners in particular. And I think if I was to be more specific, that's the golden Olympic year for the Kenyan runners. I say that because if I give you a background, what we are looking at the Kenyan runners is that not only is it a golden Olympic year for Kenyan runners, that's the one Olympic event that Kenyans dominated. I say dominating because I'm talking about middle distance, nothing sprinters, nothing in the sprinting arena. So if I look at 1988, the Kenyan runners won gold from 800 meters all the way to 10,000 meters. We've never done that before, and that's why I'm very particular about looking at that Olympic moment to be one of the best. I don't think we've ever been accomplished the same. For that, I'm just going to mention a few runners that, for those who know history, will remember. In the 800, we had the less known Polareng. He was a student here in America in Virginia University, the Cavaliers. Out of nowhere, he wins the gold in the 800 meters, one of the best 800 meters that I remember. We have Barbosa, who was a favorite. I think Johnny Gray was there, Nixon Kiprotich. Big names were supposed to be dominating, but Polareng, a less known student in America, I think he's a Turkana, if I know, a tribe in Kenya, northern part of Kenya. He could be the only one who has ever done that in the running world. So, and then in the 1500 meters, we have one of the most fascinating events that at that time, if you look at that event, 1500 meters, the Brits were big house middle distance runners. We had Sebastian Coe, world record holder. We had Elliott. If I remember those big names, if you're talking of Sebastian Coe in particular, and Elliott, they were supposed to be, they were pretty much anointed before the event. But if I remember correctly, Peter Rono takes the lead with 700 meters to go, I think, after 800 meters. He takes the lead and he never looks back. And I don't think anybody knew he was going to win gold, but that's what happened in that event. We go to 5,000, John Gugi. He runs away from the field. And people are like, oh, he's going to come back. No, he doesn't. He wins gold. We go to 10,000. We go there to steeplechase with Julius Karaoke, Patrick Sang. The names are just, those are the few names I'll mention, but that really marks an era in Kenyan participation in Olympics that has never been matched. And I think that history tells you that as we look at Paris right now, I think Kenya has been in decline. We've had mixed results in our Olympics, the last few Olympics since 1988. And we'll talk about 96 in our next episode. But I'm just highlighting the what I call the golden era of Kenyan runners and how we fared since 1988. It's a mixed bag, but it's never the same. Again, welcome to my podcast, Road to Paris, looking at Kenyan runners in particular.